So good morning, everyone. I have 10 a.m., so I will go ahead and get started. If you all could turn on your cameras, I really would appreciate it just so I can put a face with who I need to know. So welcome to today's PRLU monthly provider call. These meetings are an additional resource for our providers, so you all can kind of get a chance to chat with each other, share your ideas, or of course, ask any questions for the licensing unit. And this is also a good way for us to get information out to you all at once. So again, thank you for participating in this meeting. And Ms. Jasmine, if you can take over as letting everyone in, I sure would appreciate it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. I think we do have a few people on from the regulatory check unit, and I always like to start with them to see if they have any updates or any concerns they need to discuss with our providers. So I see Miss Cynthia Smith or Miss Kayla Bodie or Brenda Burr. Do you guys have anything you need to discuss with our providers concerning the regulatory check unit?
Chair. I just want to remind you all that I will put my contact in the chat box. Brenda Burr will also put her contact so that if you have questions, you can reach out to us. If you're having any issues completing background checks, or if you come across something you're not sure what you need to do, or if you are getting a lot of not approved and you think that there's an error in documentation, please reach out to us. We can help get that taken care of, make sure that we get you set back on the right track and assist in any way that we can. We can provide technical assistance, one-on-one training, whatever will be helpful for you in your facilities. So please reach out to us. That's what we're here for. And we hope that we can help. Thank you, Ebony.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kayla. She is the program manager for the regulatory check unit. If I have anyone else, either from DCFS, maybe I can't really tell. I don't think I have anybody from DCFS here, but if anyone else would like to share before we get started, please feel free to do so. Okay.
You make me want a vacation.
Ma'am, I'm trying to manifest this background.
I know.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and get started. And so now is our time for shout outs for any of our providers. Of course, I don't like to start out a meeting with like on a sour note. So if there's anything good that has been happening at your agency or that you would like to share, please go ahead and do so. This may help the other agencies get an idea of what they could possibly be doing, or just give them some ideas and put them in a competitive mode. I don't know. Some people are competitive, but if there is anything positive that you'd like to share concerning your agency, please go ahead and do so.
This is LaChandra Williams from Delta Family Center. And now that it's October and Halloween is upon us, the administration staff is having a Halloween door decorating contest. And the clients will get to come around and vote on the doors and determine the winners.
Cool. Good deal. Anyone else?
I was going to say that our level 2 program that opened August 1st is completely full now. We have 5 young men who are living there, and then our construction team just got here today to begin our construction, which will allow us to take our hopefully 4 girls in the future. So we'll have 4 young men and 4 young women in the future, since the licensing board was so gracious and granted our request for letting those be considered 2 living units. So we're very excited. We have 5 great young men, and then our level 1 is also full. Our 8 contract beds over there. So we're excited. Our big fundraiser is tomorrow, Havana Nights. So it's our big yearly fundraiser. So we're just trying to make sure the community knows that we are only serving 18 to 21-year-olds now, but we're going to make sure that, this will kind of prove that they're still supporting this need and this cause, which has been so greatly needed. So we're excited about that.
Good, good. I know you have been working hard on that, Amy.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little more about Havana Nights? Like what is that?
Yeah, it's we call it the Party with a Purpose. So it's every year. It's a Cuban theme, so everyone kind of comes in their tropical attire. There's great authentic Cuban food, music. We have a live auction, a silent auction, free food, free drinks for all the attendees who buy a ticket. We have great sponsors, great donors, volunteers that put it all together and make sure that it happens every year. So yeah, it used to be held like the end of May when it was super duper hot, but now we've changed it to October. Well, tomorrow's October 7th. So it's gonna be nice, perfect weather and all that. So if anybody wants to come, there's still tickets available. It's in Fort Smith downtown at the new bakery district, which is really nice for events.
Thank you. And I would give the weather so far like an A+. This is my weather, so I hope you all are able to enjoy it. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to share concerning their agency?
This is Adria with Youth Home, and along with the Halloween theme, our cafeteria has now decorated down there. They have a big old light up spider down there. All of the tables down there now have Halloween tablecloths on them. My department in particular, we have some projects. We like to decorate around here, so we're going to line our hallway, our main hallway, with a bunch of bats that we have cut out with our cricket machines. It's going to take us quite a while. And then we are, on our therapist wing, we are actually going to make a pumpkin patch. So we have taken a bunch of pumpkins from the Dollar Tree and cut them in half, and we're going to place them along the walls for the kids. So when they come through there, they'll have a little pumpkin patch to go through. So that's fun. And then on Halloween Day, we are actually going to have a carnival here for the residential kids. And each department is responsible for creating their own booth. Our booth for my department is going to be a ring toss. But I think the kids will look forward to that. I know somebody else was going to do a photo booth with a bunch of props and stuff like that. So we've done this in the past before COVID, and it was a lot of fun. The kids really enjoyed it. So it'll be something fun for them to do since they can't really get off campus and go trick-or-treating or anything like that.
Those are some very good ideas. So I'm going to keep some of those in mind for later on. So thank you, Ms. Riley, for sharing. Is anybody else like to share? Okay, well, I'll keep it moving. So some trending concerns that I wanted to talk to you all about concerns the buildings and grounds. So there have been a few agencies that have had some slight struggles with their buildings and grounds. And so I wanted to take this opportunity to let you guys know, like, please ensure that you're walking outside and observing your property and observing the outside of your buildings. Please consider speaking with your agency about possibly doing some facility updates, like some painting or getting rid of some old furniture. Make sure you try to focus on the bathrooms. Some bathrooms were not in very good condition. So it may be time to like replace toilets or sinks. Things of that sort. Like if you have funding, like just make a discussion about it. And also consider the wear and tear of your kitchen. So we know that some of these agencies have been around for a very long time. And as you know, with your own home, it may just be time for some updates. So just please keep that in mind and make sure that you're spending some time outside on your property and considering, doing some updates to the inside of your agency as well. Okay, anybody have any questions? None. Okay. So for our adoption agencies, it is getting close towards the end of the year, and it may be time for an annual update. Some of our licensing specialists may have already reached out to you, but if you have not heard from them, please reach out to either myself if you're not sure who your licensing specialist is, so that we can try to coordinate a licensing annual visit for your agency. So we don't want to forget about our adoption agency staff. And if you're on here, thank you for participating and let us know if you need any assistance because we do also appreciate what you do. I sent you guys out an agenda for today, so you may have not seen it yet, but um, on our last call, there was some questions about staff qualifications and trainings. So what I did is I took information directly from our minimum licensing standards concerning those training hours that are required, and I put that information on the agenda. So whenever you get some time, if you're okay with it, just take some time and review that information. If you still need some clarification, please reach out to me and we can kind of sit down and walk you through that information. Also, there had been some discussions with the Arkansas Department of Health. In some areas of the state, ADH is no longer testing water. And that is a concern for us because that goes against our minimum licensing standard. And so you can find that in placement MLS 208.3, and it indicates that the foster home should have a continuous supply of sanitary drinking water. If the source is not a municipal water system, the water shall be tested and annually approved by the Arkansas Department of Health, and the approval shall be kept in the foster home case record. I'm sorry. So there is something that you can do in the meantime until we can get some more guidance and clarification and get something sent out to each of you concerning that. But if this is directly in effect for you, just please give us a call and we can walk you through those options of what you can do differently. Does anybody have any questions so far? Good to go. This may be a really short meeting, so thank you. Okay, so again, thank you all for discussing earlier some things that you're doing for your agencies. So we do know that this is an exciting time of the year. And so I was going to talk about how, some of you have youth that are unable to be with their families. They may want to enjoy Halloween, attending homecoming dances, going to state fairs, and experiencing the pumpkin patch. So for those of you who may have not focused on any of that, just please consider some things that you can do with your youth just to kind of help them through this experience or this type of season. So just please keep that in mind, and I hope that you're working with your therapist and the kids are getting seen like they should. It seems like we haven't been getting as many incidents or complaints, and I may be wrong, but they haven't come across my email. So it seems like things may be calming down a little bit at your agencies. I'm hoping so. Oh, she's shaking her head no. Well, well, hopefully we can figure some things out. Does anybody have any suggestions for any other agencies that are on the call that may be helpful for them as far as like what has been working well at your agency as far as like kind of managing the behaviors of the youth? Like what is working well at your agency? Is anybody experiencing any good things at your facilities, or any one good thing, or nope?
I'll speak for Mill Creek of Arkansas. We're trying to put the data together to be able to prove this, and really Our thought more so is that the more programming, the more activities that we can incorporate into a day and a daily schedule for the patients, it really reduces our incident numbers, but and not so much, not always the incident numbers, but the severity of incidents even too. So we're seeing a downward trend in the number of incidents that we're having, and so we've incorporated a lot of things. Our walking trail, it's a full quarter-mile walking trail that our kids are doing. We've got disc golf. We've just bought, I think, 75 laser tag guns, and we're looking at painting our gym in glow-in-the-dark paint and setting up a laser tag course. And so we're trying to create those opportunities to just give the kids something to look forward to. It's kind of I guess you can call it a carrot and stick approach too. You dangle the carrot long enough, and the kids choose to make good choices throughout the week. But we're excited of the benefits that we're seeing on our end as far as the incident numbers going down also.
Okay, thank you, Chris, for sharing that information. I thought I saw something pop up. Where's my chat box? Okay, let me see. Okay, Erica Pruden, she is with the Sheriff's Ranch, and they host a pumpkin patch event for the whole month of October. Cool. School groups come during the week and open to the public on the weekends. Our residents love helping everything up, and then attending with their house parents on the weekends. They have pride in hosting and helping, and also the fun of experiencing it. Very good. It's a great opportunity for the public to see what our beautiful campus looks like. Cool, cool. I need to get up there. That's one place I haven't been. So I may take a trip up there this fall, just to kind of get out of the office. Um, and so I have been to some other agencies, and I will say, like you guys post like some pictures of the youth, like what their drawings, and some of them are really good. So maybe you should consider like letting them create some type of paper murals and kind of let them paint and show off their skills. Maybe they'll take a little bit more pride in keeping that area clean or wherever, I don't know. But that's also a good option as well. So you do have some really good artists at your facility. So please take that into consideration. Okay. All righty. Well, I think, oh, I do have something. Is Chelsea Vardell on the call?
Yes, she is, Ebony.
Chelsea? Can you hear me? I think she may be occupied, but if there's anyone who is having any concerns or need clarification with any of the standards, we can work on getting some more clarification with you. And we're considering creating a monthly newsletter for you all, just so you can have easier access to our monthly provider calls instead of maybe finding the link to the recording and having to sit through all of that information. We're hoping the monthly newsletter will just, be something that's available to you, and you can just, take a glance at it and find what you're looking for. But that's something that we're considering, so please be on the lookout for that. Shay, do you have anything you'd like to discuss?
Yes, I would just like to remind all of the providers that have psychiatric residential programs that we will have our monthly provider call on the 20th of this month at 10 a.m. And so look forward to seeing all of you guys there, and I will be sending out a link and an agenda next week.
All righty. So before we get off, I did want to discuss the Enterprise Licensing System, or ELS. It's okay. Hold on. I think we have a question. Ms. Martinez.
So just real quick, when you were talking about regulations, so we have TFC homes, so individual homes. So I don't know if this is the group that I speak to about it, but they're talking about pools. And they're saying that the regulation for pools, I guess the lawyers are saying we got to pull that regulation back and go off of specifically what each city's regulations for pools are. And so I just wondered if folks are reaching out to the city to find out what those regulations are, if they're able to find that information on the internet. Has anybody done any research on that, or what that looks like?
I know DCFS has been working with some of their families concerning pools, and they are reaching out to get the local codes
Yes.
for those areas. And the information I was provided said the local code would supersede our regulation concerning pools. But that's a case by case scenario. So if there are any issues or any questions about pools in your area, please reach out to myself or your licensing specialist, and we can kind of walk you through that, and maybe help you try to get the information from the local codes for concerning pools. So good
Great.
question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, is everyone using the enterprise licensing system? I hope so. If not, are you guys having any issues that you like to discuss? And maybe I can take note and we can get back with you on that. Okay, that seems like everybody is doing well with the enterprise licensing system. Again, if you're not actively using that system, please go ahead and let us know so we can ensure that you are able to sign in. So it's a good tool for you. We get the information much quicker when you enter PRIs or incidents. You're able to find your 521, I believe, and things of that nature. So again, if you need any additional information or help with the enterprise licensing system or ELS, just let us know. Be happy to help. Okay, I have Miss Rebecca Mitchell. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, not today, Ebony, but thanks for passing the baton to me.
Okay. All righty. Well, I hope you all enjoy the rest of October and have a great Halloween or Harvest Festival, whatever you consider. And if you have any additional questions, please feel free to send me an email or give me a call. So thank you very much for your time and have a great day. Bye.